So we are continuing. We are continuing now. Yes, it's being recorded, so I just confirmed it. So now, right now, this is the question and answer sessions with reference to the divisiveness due to differences in opinions that is in Janmajayanti that is happening right now, live voiceover. And so we continue now with this. So if this woman is complaining that her family doesn't join her in this satsang, so you don't complain. You just do not be insistent about it. Just remain vitarag. The more vitarag you remain, the better will be the results. Vitarag, but with attraction and attachment, you will, and inflexibility and pulling and pushing, they will not come. She says her children do not come for satsang, and so she's just talking about her own situation. Pujya Deepakbhai has just started the discussion this morning on, this is morning in USA, evening of November 8th, 2014. And so just go to satsang and do some sevas. That's now followed by a very brief description of the bliss of the self. The question and answer sessions have gone in. So now she's saying, she says, I avoid conflicts and fights in the family, therefore I just shut up. Whose fault is it? Asked Deepak Bhai. Who are you going to fault? You must be instigating, that is why. She says, no, I don't instigate at all. No, but you see, even little opinions you give about it, they are like this. But she says, in other words, slowly you need to find out where you are at fault, madam. This thing is, do you think this body is our friend? At the age of 50, will you not have a toothache? Bones will not ache afterwards? Your own body is giving you so much suffering of pain. Then who will you find at fault when your own body is giving you pain and suffering? Your own body is not going to be yours. Do you think your children are going to be yours? Every day we polish this and we brush the teeth and we take good care of this body, but even this body is not ours. Understand the reality of this world. Get rid of the moha, the illusory attachment. Come into the vitaragta, with the moha, with the dvesha state. And I do not want anything out of this worldly world and the worldly thing. I just want the shelter of Simandar Swami only, that is all. Please grant me the energies so that my sons come. Yes, I'm trying to tell you, you're still wanting your children to come into this satsang. Again and again, you're coming to this point. Why do you want to have the salvation of the entire world, or do you want to just have the salvation of your own children? Your two children in yourself will automatically come when you wish for Jagat Kalyan only. Dada Jagat because this, when you do the bhavna of Jagat Kalyan for the good intentions for the salvation of the entire world, you will automatically be included. Next question. Next questions. Trupti Rathod. Kanji Patel Morbi. Dheeraj Patel Morbi. Sailesh Patel Morbi. These are all the towns in Saurashtra, the western part of Gujarat. Nidhi Dhyasan of the Gnani Purush is the question. Nidhi Dhyasan is the internal visualization of the Gnani. I ask you to read it. You see, I asked you to read it because if I start reading it, my heart beats a little fast. But now I can read. Now my heart beat is less. Now I can read. Now he's reading. when we done, one does the Nididhyasana of the Gnani Purush, he is reading from the Dadavani, the Chit Vrutis that are wandering externally will come back. The Chit, the tendency of the Chit will come back. I want to know something more. Through Nididhyasan, the Chit Vrittis, the tendency of the Chit become purified. Therefore, when you, because the Gnani is in the Atma only in the soul, and therefore you also remain in the soul. So the Gnani Purush Dada Bhagwan, until we get the exact experience of our own soul, Atma, Paramatma, our Nididhyasan should be of Gnani Purush Dadashri and Gnani Purush Dada Bhagwan within Gnani Purush Dadashri. See? And how shall you talk to Dhirubai Katyanada just as if they are your neighbor? And Dhirubai is talking to you. And Dhirubai is kind of he's a joker, you see. So, yeah, Dhirubai, and on top of Dhirubai is Pragna Shakti, whether you make Deepakbhai sit there or Niruma sit there or Dadashri sit there, it doesn't matter. I finally got that this is the Gnan. I took the Gnan. So let us have the. So when we chose a boy for this girl, in terms of engagement, we need, and if he has some deficiencies, he is not good looking because he's black, he has got less hair on his head, etc., and he's fat. So I told him that if there are not many deficiencies, you should get it done. Yes, so Deepak says, if the shopkeeper keeps on showing different kinds of material in shop to the customer who has just walked in, will the customer like it? The customer knows that is right there. You guys, so do not supply without demand. That is the answer. You just because you're trying to get a couple of people married, uh, you should not be. He says, my life before Gnan in marriage and after Gnan in marriage is worlds apart. I want to talk about my experience before Gnan. I don't want to talk about my experience in marriage. Before file 2, before Gnan with my wife, I used, I used to I used to interfere without saying any words. Then I would, because if I was upset with my wife, I would not say anything, but I would go out and eat the food in the hotel. After Gnan, I have not found any mistakes of my wife, and I don't find any mistakes of my wife. Trupti Rathod. The divisive. I'll use the word matbhed. Matbhed means divisiveness due to differences in opinion. Even though we do not have much matbhed now, I still do not have a sense of oneness with my husband. I still. You have to do pratikraman by seeing your mistakes, not what you are have to see your mistakes before you do the pratikraman. Seeing is very important. Seeing is a very critical thing here. So you should read the book on flawless vision. Flawless vision. Next, Ranjan Ben. Jai Sachidanand. Is chit used in memory? No. Yes. The entire inner complex is used, but more the intellect is used. The one who has heavy intellect will have heavy rag dvesh, and therefore he will remember a lot. Yes. See, beyond intellect is the chit, but more than that, it is actually For memory is based on rag dvesh. Heavier the rag dvesh attachment aversion, the greater the memory. And rag dvesh is decided and created most by the intellect only. But if you wash off the attraction and the abhorrence, then there will not be much problems with the memory. What are the energies of Chit Shakti? Chit Shakti means the energy of the Chit is that you can go from here to Kashmir, to Kanyakumari, to Lake Constance, or you can go to New York, wherever it wants to go, even though you're not moving a muscle. Yes, but that very wandering Chit, when it comes home and meets the self, Atma, then we have received that, because when we say Ish bin Raina Sile, Hu Shuddhatma Chu Oso Amapura, the Chit comes home and it does not get spoiled anymore, and and the old wandering Chit will slowly die away. And then the vidhis that you do, is that the Chit Shakti? No, it is the Shakti of the Prajna that is doing the energy of the Chit. But so it is the Prajna Shakti, direct light of the Absolute Self within, that is giving you the energy to become free from your mistakes. Whereas the saints of the world, they have purified Chit. They have, because they have done it through clearing their chakras and through all the physical means and the physical meditative means. Well, when the Chit, when Chit Prasanata means, the Chit means it does not get stuck in anything material or physical in this world. You see, and if we sit with somebody whose Chit is very, very now blissful, then your Chit will also become very good. You see, and so whether it is insults or respect, the Chit is not at all there at all anymore. It is in the self only. As impure Chit is due to wrong beliefs, and purity of the Chit is due to right belief, the self only. Chit, as long as it is in your own body, then it is called, as long as it is in your body, then it is called Chit, and when it just goes outside your body, it is called Chit Vrutti, a tendency, roving tendency of the Chit. Jai Sachidanand Deepakbhai. The Chit Vrutti goes to countless places. When the Chit goes too much into illusory attachment, moha, because suppose, so why is it that I feel disturbed when the Chit goes in so many different places? And then I cannot remember and then so when I'm busy in the work of the home, the Chit wanders too. If you're saying, she says, I don't like it out when it goes outside, but if somebody insults you, do you like it? No. When somebody accuses you, do you like it? And so that means your Chit is going there. But so if you do not get pain, pleasure, but find out where you have pain. And so if you have pain feelings when you are insulted, that means the knot of pride is there within you and it exists within you. If somebody takes away your money and you get upset, then the knot of greed is within you. So you see, if you really want to, if you do not like, if you say that you don't like anything in the world, then you have to find out that, even when hurtful things happen to you, that the Chit doesn't go there. You need to really rise above that which touches the pride and the insult within the body complex. Next one, Rasik Panchal, Vidyanagar. It is a question of separation of mind versus separation of opinions. It is said as a proverb in India that mind is like glass or pearls. One, it is broken, then you cannot put it together. I don't want to see anybody's faults. Whatever has happened is justice. But in these days, there is but in the current time in the society, the separation of minds happens, and then there is separation of the divisiveness happens, matbet happens. And so when both people, he says, you spoke in the morning that both people keeps pulling at the rope, then not more knots will fall. The knots will not loosen. So what are you going to do? Now he is still so far now not given his question. He is just reciting what Deepakbhai is talking about. You see, he's talking about the courts and this lawyers, etc. We need to focus on satsang, get the gnan, see your own mistakes, and become free. That's all. Because and there will be peace in the world as well as bliss of the self within. Yes, you are correct, says Deepak Pai. Next one. Next. While doing Charan Vidhi, where should focus my chit? Why don't you do the Dididhyasana of Dada Bhagwan or Gnani Purush Dadashri? And then there is a very beautiful cassette of the meaning of the Charan Vidhi that Deepak Bhai has done many years ago. And then slowly you have to say, I am beyond pain, I am Avyabhad Swarup, and therefore I'm I'm absolutely separate from all joint activities of the mind, speech, and body. When you understand the words of the Charan Vidhi, and then when you understand the true intent of the Charan Vidhi sentences, and when you have the exactness of the sentence of the Charan Vidhi, that will be the ultimate Nididhyasan. Because right now your chit does not become still in Charan Vidhi is because of the fact that the chit is wandering. You see, the chit is wandering here and there because it's impure. It goes here and there and gets stuck there. Or you can sing Dada Bhagwan Nasin Jaichakar for over 15 minutes or so, and you will have tremendous inner stillness. I want to give an experience. When I was not very sure about coming to this Janmajayanti, and today I do not feel like going home. I was not supposed to go. My chit was here, but I was late for my train. I was supposed to leave today because I did not get my train. And as soon as I returned in this hall, I felt so much bliss. I, I, I have only one bhavna that let everyone, wherever, let everyone go to Dada Bhagwan Satsang or make and get the family of Dada. And then there is no clash in here, and that everybody can be so beautifully interacting with each other in this Satsang of Dada. Next one, Rahul. My chit cannot focus on studying, and it doesn't remember stay put when I'm studying. Then just then don't study. Then just sing Asin Jai Jaikar for 10 minutes, and then ask for 10 energies from Dada, or read the little book. And then there is a very nice prayer in the book of the children, which says that, oh, please improve my Chit Vrutis, O Gnani Purush Dadashri. I want to do service in satsang. What should I make sure that in seva nobody else should suffer? What kind of intention should I? That I want to serve, but I do not want to create disturbance with everybody, and I will do any seva that is given to me without inflexibility. You can lay that, you can clean, or you can help with the mattresses, etc. And if somebody gets hurt, then you have to do pratikraman. Yes, Sachidan. Bipin Bhai Patel Charudadia. Next question from Bipin Bhai Patel. November 8th evening, Pujya Deepakbhai. in Gandhidham, India, Janmajayanti celebrations 107 of Gnani Purush Dadashri question and answer sessions on all the topics discussed so far. This morning satsang on Matabheda, divisiveness due to differences in opinions. I had in my dream, I surrender this mind, speech, and body, bhav, karma, dravya, karma, no karma, all illusions associated with my name. I am surrendering it to the awakened, fully awakened one within you, my Lord. And I also do the samayik of separation. But even then, when I hurt somebody through mind, or when I speak somebody negative to somebody, I do pratikraman also. But who makes us? Who who reminds us to do pratikraman? Answer prajna shakti, energy of the self. And who is conversing with file number one? Yeah, that is the beginning. When you talk to Katya, that is the beginning of knower seer state. Because and when you talk to her and show her her mistakes, then you are the knower and the seer, and you're showing Katya her mistakes. So it is better to be. Is it better to remain the knower, the seer? They're all the same. To see and to talk and to be the knower, this is all part of the one thing. But because we have so much filled stock, that is why we have to say that why do you say it wrong? Because we have such all kinds of stock, you have to say, Nada, what kind of a stock do you have? Katya, what kind of a stock do you have? You see? To remain the awareness of separation, that is called the separation. To talk, to see the mistakes is this awareness of separation. When you keep this awareness of separation, then you will be able to maintain equanimity during physical pains. But at that time, there are times sometimes when the body pain is very heavy. That is, I feel that I become one with the body. No, it is the ego that is becoming one with the body. You are not becoming one with the body. Tanmayakar. You, Y capital, can never become one with the body. It is the ego that is becoming one with it. At that time I become transiently tanmayakar or body mind form. No, it may happen, but it's not you, the awakened one of Kram that is becoming tanmayakar. I was having a lot of dreams last night. Then I put the photograph of Dada in some other side, and then I felt very good. Yes, I was when as I was sharing all of this. So then I felt like I was. This was all in my dream, and then now it is a reality. I'm talking to you now. Then um, two more announced question. 5, 6 different people announced for the questions and answer sessions. So far, the topics have been very good. There has been a topic of the goal of moksha, and the all pains are due to misunderstanding only, and then divisiveness due to opinion differences of opinions, and then spoiled chit that is going in wrong directions, and how to turn it back. My name is Gangaram. What is your? My name is Chabal Ben. I have 3 sons. One of my sons comes home, but he doesn't eat my food, and I feel that doesn't matter. Then you eat his food too. You should. Do you have your husband? Yes, he comes. Yes, yes. Just but my son doesn't come home. Then just send the inner signals to his pure soul. But I feel that his mind. How come he doesn't come? No, don't hurt him. You can say that. Yeah, it'll be nice if you come home and sit with me and have a meal, my son. I also openly says that there must be some kind of mistake that I may have made, but please forgive me. Please come. No, no, surrender these children and your husband to Dada Bhagwan. Oh, Dada Bhagwan, I'm surrendering all these children and the family to you, my Dada Bhagwan. Now, please take care of me now. Now, Jai Sachidanand. I have a daughter who is extremely suppressed, and she goes to school, but she is demoralized. Has a very poor self-image. When she comes home, I told her that you still have to study, but her mind is set that she doesn't want to study. What is her mindset in? She says that if I study, that they will fail me, they will not pass me. Why don't you talk to the children? No, no, talk to her with love. I've talked to her. I've talked to the principal. I say, so the teachers have told me that she is going to be failed because she is not very good up to par with studies. Yeah, don't get her out of the hi-fi school, the heavy-duty school, and keep her in a simple school only. And if she passes 70% in a substandard school, then that's fine. Don't insist on having her go to the best school only, or and employ some private tuition for her. We do not have any pressure on her. If your teachers tell you that if they say that those teachers who are those students who are weak will be held back for another 2 years, then of course the children will be very very dejected and very suppressed and very forlorn and very depressed. So you need to switch the school. We have plenty of schools in India. Switch the school. Don't take her to a quote unquote high-fi school, very high-powered school where keep take her to a school for simple children where simple parents. you know don't disturb the psychology of the child by insisting that she perform well in a hi-fi school. This is a new word that Deepakbhai is using. Hi-fi, high fidelity school. Hi-fi means high class school or whatever people, all the rich people use, etc. Yeah, is the chit wanders because of past life karma, is it not? Now what should I do? But now we have to change the belief. Before we used to believe that there is pleasure in this world, pleasure in a man, pleasure in a woman, pleasure in things, or pleasure in running around. But that was all wrong belief. Now we have the bliss of the self, which says that the real bliss lies in the self only, and therefore, yes. It says so. So when you affirm this, yes, the chit. But again, I say this, but then again it goes out. But your belief is 100% right. Conviction is 100%. Is it not? But now you want to move forward on the path of the experience of the soul only, and not in the path of more experience of the world. That is the critical thing. See, it is all belongs to file one. Let file one do whatever she needs to do, but you are separate from it, and you need to really focus on your path of liberation, on the state of the self, on the five agnas. If you get disturbed with her, then of course you need to stay on the solid ground of the S capital self. And so when you remain in the S capital self, all the boats will come home. But if you are not on the shore, how can the little boats come home? Or the little boats on strings are like the chit going in so many different directions, you see. You see, you can do all the things, the vidhis, the artis, the pratikraman, the samayak, all of this is the upyog of the self only, you see. And then I want to remain for progress forward in Gnan. Please help me. Next one from this young man in the yellow t-shirt here. And Keval, my name is Keval. Which question? He has written it. Moha, illusory attachment, and lalach, intense greed. How? What is the connection between intense greed versus moha, illusory attachment? When excessive attachment is there, then it leads to lalach. When one becomes greedy and he has become deceitful, when in after enjoying the pleasures of life due to illusory attachment, one enters into illusion, deception as well as greed, and then he goes into illicit sexuality. And No. What about my desire that doesn't get fulfilled? No, that is different. Lalach is Lalach means intensely greedy. He will have it no matter what. If he doesn't get sex at home, he will try to get it elsewhere. If he doesn't have food at home, he will get it somehow or the other. If he doesn't get money, he will try to get it somehow or the other. That is called lalach. You see, he's intensely greedy for pride, so he keeps on buttering them. So he is a heavily a lalachu person is a very very there's 1 or 2% only. Most eh, if you are sexually attracted to somebody, that is not called lalach. You see, but if you somehow, no matter what, somehow get it and satisfy your desire by all kinds of deceptions and greed, then that is called lalach. That is the extreme end of illusory attachment. Desire is like a fire. You see, fire will be there, and it will only be quenched only until you fill the desire, put some food in the mouth, get some satisfaction from sex, etc. You see, but that is not lalach. But you see, there are countless kinds of desires. But that is why we say that with the exception of the experience of the pure soul, I do not want anything in this world. And apart from that, let there be what is in Vyavasthit, but I do not want anything. That is my intention. Yes, it is the field stock that is going to give its result and then go away. The more anger precede and pride decrease, the more there will be the freedom for the chit to come home. You see, why do we hurt other people? The moment you separate yourself from the bliss of the self, the S capital self, then you become the ego, and the ego, because it is searching for the bliss of the self only, ends up hurting other people through kashais only, you see, through anger, greed, deceit, and pride. Whereas everyone else, so the person who does not want to hurt anyone in this world, he has got the true heart. But then you see, but the people the one who is there with heavy intellect, he doesn't have a heart. He will just continue to hurt other people. You see, but the people in the world do not have the right understanding. He says, yes, that's true. People do not have. Even now, only through satsang you have gotten the right understanding. Did you have any good friends before? No, just enjoy life and just take you away. We just lost sound here. Excuse me, I lost sound. Audio device has changed. So what do we do? I just lost sound. I'll come back to you. Let me just take care of this. No sound. I'm going to restream this thing. We don't have sound, so I'm going to. I think the sound has gone off from the center, so I'm going to stop this.